Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lightcast. I'm Jay, otherwise known as Let's Go on Twitch. I hope you're doing a good time. It has been a hot minute. It's been a couple weeks. I have decided to change the structure of the Lightcast to make it more entertaining for you guys, and also just make it better in general. We're going to actually do 2 episodes a month, and you're probably going to wonder, why are you being so consistent? Because I want to make all my platforms consistent, including Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, all them places like that. And I think me and Henry spoke, and we just want to make it so when we do the episodes, we have so much more to talk about. We're not repeating ourselves. We can have longer episodes, and we can just have a better time. It's actually just, I think it's just better. And if it doesn't work out that way, then we'll go back to, our usual structure. But this is what we're doing so now. So please don't think that I'm going anywhere. I love doing this podcast. I'm never going to stop doing this podcast. Don't think that I'm going anywhere. And obviously, today we're joined by Henry.
Hello.
Oh, it's Maria!
Surprise!
Oh my God, this is not Henry. Henry's not here, is he, Maria?
No.
Henry betrayed us. And if you don't know who Maria is off stream, Maria is one of my good friends. So she's replacing Henry today.
What?
That's literally, you're just literally replacing Henry. So I don't actually know what I'm going to title this episode. So if it says Jay and Maria, people can't even think that I've replaced Henry.
I have replaced Henry. Well,
oh, whoa. Why is everyone that comes on this podcast wants to replace Henry? Like my nan, now you, and Alan as well. So yeah, I guess you just want to take over Henry. Maybe. It depends how good you are today, Maria.
Oh gosh, it's like a
Are you nervous?
test. I am now. Jeez.
Yeah, I think you should be nervous, to be fair. So I've got such a big audience that's listening right now.
Oh, I'm very scared now.
Yeah, including, all celebrities as well.
Fantastic. Truly
anyway,
fantastic.
Thank you for joining me, Maria. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
It's okay, because I don't know, you're more of a co-host today rather than a special guest, so we might see you again in the future
Potentially.
as a special guest rather than, a co-host. So maybe, unless you're really better than Henry, and then all of a sudden everyone votes Henry out.
That would be very unfortunate.
There could be like a revolt in the Discord when this episode goes out and everyone just wants Maria instead.
I mean, you never know. Could happen.
I mean, I've been quite busy, so maybe you could replace me one time.
That's a bit far, I think.
Yeah, I'm kidding. No one, Henry Henry would not know what he's doing without me. He'd be like, huh? Like, Henry doesn't do anything behind the scenes. I'm sorry, Henry. I'm so sorry for calling you out like this, but without me, I don't think the podcast would be stable.
He's trying his best. It's okay.
He's trying his best, and we'll miss him today. This is in honor of Henry.
He will be missed.
Anyway, one thing that I've been doing has been going to a lot of concerts, and I'm still tired out from them, and I've had like a week break from concerts, and I'm still
Too many
tired.
concerts.
I know. I went to the Summertime Ball, which was exciting. Which is basically, I don't know if you're not from the UK, you wouldn't know what it is, but it's basically like a radio station that do like a big thing at Wembley, which is a huge stadium in London. It's quite an iconic stadium. And they just put loads of artists in there, and it was such a vibe. It went on for 8 hours, though.
That
8
is
hours.
long.
And I was standing. I was like, oh my God, my legs! By the end of it. But we were in like the kind of golden circle bit, I know. Very bougie. And
very up close.
We were upper class, and we could sit down, so it was okay. But only on the floor, so it wasn't like a chair or anything. And then
a seat is a seat,
Yeah, a seat is a seat. The floor is the floor. So
yep.
Oh my God! But Kylie Minogue came out. Kylie fucking Minogue, and I lost my shit. I nearly fainted.
And then you were so excited to tell me, and I was like,
yeah,
who
and then,
is that?
Oh my God!
I didn't know.
Oh my God! Maria was like, "Who is Kylie Minogue?" And I was like, "Are you dumb? You just ruined everything, Maria." What do you mean, who's Kylie Minogue?
Tell you.
And then when I started singing "Can't Get You Out of My Head," she was like, "Oh my God! If you don't know who Kylie Minogue is, go search her up, please."
I did, and it
She's
didn't
a music
really.
legend. You can't. Oh, anyway, Maria, I'm still disappointed in you for that, but I also saw Harry Styles, which was really exciting. He was literally like so close to me. I had like 5 mental breakdowns. If you didn't watch the YouTube vlog, go watch it now. A little plug there. Filmed it all. Me and my sister were very close to Harry. And yeah, we're going to see SZA as well.
Oh my God. So excited.
Maria's so excited. It's her first concert.
I'm so excited.
And I'm really excited, but we're going to look so cool. And we're going to vlog it as well, so you guys get to see a bit of it. So yeah, you're just basically taking over.
I know, it's crazy.
You're
I'm
on my
just
podcast.
here. Yeah.
I know you're gonna be on my YouTube as well. I don't know
Yep.
how am I gonna get rid of Maria?
You can't,
Yeah, guys, you might as well have my Twitch
unfortunately.
channel at this point. They're just gonna replace me by next
Yep.
week. Oh my god,
Taking
I'm so
over.
excited to do Scissor.
Oh my god. I'm beyond
I'm trying to get you to
excited.
listen to the set list though more.
Okay, I'm trying my best, and in my defense, I could name some songs earlier. He was testing me, playing the
Okay.
songs, and was
Oh
like,
my
"What's the
god.
name of this song?"
Maria came around my house earlier and we had Scissor the set list on. And I said, okay, Maria, name these songs. So I started playing the songs and Maria was like, she named two,
No,
right?
it was like 5.
No, it was
Yes,
not
it
five.
was
With
4.
Okay, maybe four, but they
4.
had hints.
It did not.
Yes, they did.
Shh. I still
Every
got them
single one had
right.
hints. Apart
Well,
from Kill, you didn't even know what Kiss Me More was.
okay. Well,
That's
I
like,
have time. I still have like 3
you
days.
still have 3 days. You have to have that on repeat. You have to sleep with that in your
Sleep with
ears.
it. Yeah,
But well, we're gonna have such a snazzy time.
we are. I keep spraying the glitter spray
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
Maria's bought glitter spray. What? Explain what you've done with that.
Well, when I ordered it,
Yeah, like what your plans are for glitter spray.
just spray it everywhere.
What do you say
Absolutely
everywhere? Is it just going on your hair or is it like literally
No,
everywhere?
everywhere.
But on your skin as well?
Everywhere. Yeah, everywhere.
So you can just be like glitter girl.
I asked you how much glitter is too much, and you said never enough. So,
Yeah, but I thought you
know.
were like doing glitter hair because you sent me a photo of
Oh,
someone with glitter in their hair.
yeah, but then I was like, well, may as well put it everywhere.
Even on your face?
Okay, well, when you spray it, it kind of goes everywhere anyway, so I don't really have a choice
I think you need to do it like I will.
outside.
Yeah, I will monitor you doing
Definitely
it. Why don't
supervise.
I do it? I can put it on you.
Maybe you should, and then
Yeah, I can just
it
do it in
won't
the
go
garden.
absolutely
That's so much
everywhere. Yeah,
easier. Because I feel like you're gonna like get it in your eye or something, and then you'll have to go to hospital, knowing you.
yeah. Or I'll just be like on the train, dripping glitter everywhere.
Yeah, Maria has really bad luck with things.
Oh, it's
Like really
actually
bad luck.
awful.
What's an example of you having really bad luck?
um,
I'm just trying to think.
Literally any day in my life, to be honest.
Any day of her life. Like what was
Yeah,
that?
something will happen.
Like what happened the other day that was like really bad luck?
What, the really bad one?
Yeah, the really bad
When I
one.
fainted in the graveyard.
Oh yeah. Maria just fainted in the graveyard for no reason.
Yep.
You didn't. You said you didn't eat, and you were too hot. So maybe
No,
that was.
because okay, it was this stupid like community day thing with my college, and we were meant to go litter picking on the beach, which was like kind of fun. But then no one showed up. They were all skiving, including Henry, might I add. He didn't go. So we had to pair up with another group, which involved going to a church. And we were split up into groups. And my group was like literally cutting grass around gravestones in the heat.
But how did that make you faint, Maria?
Because it was out in the open sun with no shade for like a whole hour doing manual labor. Okay, I was struggling.
I could just imagine you like shoveling, and then you just, I don't feel too good. You just faint into the ground.
No, I literally had scissors.
At least you were in
We
the
were
graveyard
cutting
ready to
grass
go.
with scissors.
Ollie was doing that the other day as well. I don't know if it was with people like cutting grass and like measuring it.
Don't use scissors to cut grass. It's stupid.
I mean, what were you doing? Like what
Trying
actual
to tidy up some gravestones, I guess.
or like home scissors or like actual garden scissors?
No, like normal scissors.
Oh my god!
They'd
Like
run
what?
out of
Like
like
school
garden
scissors?
stuff. No, like kitchen scissors.
Oh, okay. About to say, I thought
But
you were using.
still,
You know them little
the
tiny
tiny
school
ones,
scissors, like
yeah.
the red and blue ones. Then you had like the green and yellow for like left-handed people.
That would be absolutely
I
ridiculous.
feel like you're left-handed. Never asked you.
I'm not actually.
Wow, I feel like that would be something that you
I'm
would do.
slightly more normal. No offense to
Well,
left-handed people.
let's not go that far, Maria. Anyway, anyone in the UK, if you know what like them scissors are on about, please let me know. It's not just me.
If you went to primary school, probably they will
Yeah.
know. It was like
Well,
a
we have
universal
like
experience, I think.
yeah, but like a lot of my viewers are like, so when people listen to podcasts, I can check the location they come from. Don't think I'm tracking you. I'm tracking the people that where the country downloads are. And we have like people that listen in Asia, people that listen in Australia. There's
Oh
like
wow.
half of us is more of us are actually in Europe. And like there's like it says there's like 12 people in the Netherlands that listen to us, so big up the Netherlands. A lot of my biggest supporters are from the Netherlands, so we love the Netherlands.
Big up the
If I was
Netherlands.
ever gonna go, like if I became like a big content creator, the first place I would go like as to visit like fans would probably be like obviously like the UK and the Netherlands.
Yeah, good shout.
Because I love them. I actually like everyone's just so nice there and like big up my Dutch fam.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, Maria, you're kind of new to my Twitch streams, so like maybe the more you're there, the more you'll understand.
Yeah, hopefully.
How do you even find my Twitch streams? Who like?
I think I was scrolling on TikTok
Oh
and
my god! And then
you were live on there and I was like, ooh, Twitch. That looks fun.
yeah, well, I don't know. A lot of people find me, like friends that I know. They just find me on TikTok.
TikTok's
And
the
I just find that
main
really
place to
creepy.
reach people. Maybe because I think that was the day that I followed you. So it was like, oh,
yeah.
look, here's this guy's, stream or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But like someone from my acting that I do, and not gonna disclose names, but literally found my stream through TikTok. I didn't have their number, I didn't have them contact, I didn't have them on TikTok. They just found me,
They just found you. That's
and I was
terrifying.
like, what the fuck? Which means I could literally on anyone's For You page.
Yep, that's how the For You page works. Can go to anyone.
Oh my god. Someone on YouTube commented earlier, please remember me when you're famous. And I was like, what?
Oh yeah, no, I found that so sweet though.
No, not that video.
Which video?
No, so that someone commented that, but then that video, someone in my stream today, I'm not gonna say any names, but they like started out YouTube and they sent they made the sweetest YouTube video earlier, but like Minecraft, first ever YouTube video. And I was like, I went to go watch it because they put it in the self promo section. If you're listening, I love you. And the shout out they gave me was so sweet. Like, they were talking about their inspirations, and they were like, my first biggest inspiration is like Jayla underscore on Twitch. They are like, they have such good streams, like, and obviously like that just really not like because my mood wasn't bad, but like it literally put a smile on my face. Like, so like I was like so happy for like, well, I still am happy about it, obviously, but like I was like, oh my god, that is the nicest thing I've heard in such a long time. Because I was like,
You are inspiring people
I know,
everywhere.
because like when you do content creation, like you sometimes you forget like the results you see because like sometimes you see the same results over and over. But like recently, oh my god, like we had like 2,000 views on a YouTube video short I posted earlier. I had 100 views on my vlog when I literally only just posted something on YouTube before. Like it's really weird because like I don't know. Not that that's not a lot. I know that's not a lot, but like it's just strange to actually see people watching it. Like when you sit there and vlog something and edit something and then you see it kind of getting results that are pretty good for
Yeah.
someone like that just randomly made a YouTube account from Twitch. So yeah, because like probably like my community, probably like 30 people came from my community to watch the video. But like that's like loads of other people that are watching and people were like commenting because it's different content for me as well. I always say this. It's like obviously Twitch is my main platform, but like how do I want to make YouTube and the podcast different? Because then what's the point in watching the YouTube and stuff and listen to the podcast if you're not getting
It's
different
all like
stuff?
the same kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so like if I had like say my nan on stream all the time, people on stream all the time, it's like the podcast is so different to streams. I said to people, it's like, oh, like I can't sit through the podcast. It's like it's literally a comedy based podcast. Like we just have a laugh, and God, I could not sit the podcast. So I was sitting there just listening to it on the phone because
Yeah,
my
no,
favorite podcast, I couldn't even do that. I listen. Yeah, like do you listen to podcasts, Maria?
Not like regularly.
Neither do I really. Like I don't. But like if I'm walking, sometimes I will if I don't want to listen to music, or like if I can't sleep, I always put a podcast on next to me.
That's true.
And I just love it. And I like if I'm playing like a game or something sometimes, or like I'm doing homework, a podcast's really good to have on the background. But yeah, like hearing that I actually inspired someone to start YouTube was really sweet because it's like, oh, they were like, his streams are so inspiring, and it's like, oh, It made me, it made me
everyone.
s- like, it was like kind of nice. It was nice to see
It
that
was so sweet.
because I haven't seen that in ages. Because obviously people not like not being recognized like that because it just makes me sweet that like, oh, because I'm doing something that I love that I'm making people also do. Because obviously there's people that inspire me, and to think that the content I'm making is inspiring someone else, that just makes me feel really weird.
In a
In a
good way, though.
in a good
Good
way,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a good way. Because obviously I have people like, I don't know, someone that inspires me is like, ooh, I don't know. Who was someone that inspired me?
Me.
Yeah, Maria.
Yep. Perfect.
I don't know who inspired me on Twitch. Frenzy, who's like a small YouTuber who does vlogs, and I really want to get him on the podcast. I've emailed him like 4 times, Frenzy. Come on the
Hint,
podcast.
hint.
Okay, no, this is embarrassing, but I've contacted him in every way. And I genuinely think he's airing me. And I'm like
Maybe
a
he
huge fan of
is.
him. I've watched his streams for like 3 years, but he stopped streaming for ages, and now he does YouTube vlogs. And he is hilarious. And his vlogs are amazing, and he's gonna be huge. I just know he is. He has like 600 subs a minute, but he is so funny, and like he's just so unique. Because like it's very difficult to find people that are unique.
Sounds like podcast material, if you ask me.
Yes, and he was actually on a podcast the other day, so I was like, come on. And he's talking about
Come
starting his
on,
own podcast. I
mine.
was like, literally, please. Well, the podcast that he was on was his friend's podcast, like a close friend of his.
Oh,
So
okay. Well,
it's like he
you
was
could
ignoring me.
try.
I think he's the
Mm,
sort of person that doesn't read his business emails.
maybe
But I've
he's just
DM'd him on
airing you.
Instagram. I've DM'd him on Twitter for like the last 3 months. So Frenzy, if you
Maybe.
ever come on the podcast, please.
Mm, I don't know. Keep trying, I guess.
I will get him on here.
Just keep trying.
I mean, we did reach like from the last episode, we reached like 250 downloads, which I think is so crazy. So we've had this podcast since February. I think maybe March or someone like that, early this year, which was really strange. So it's like weird seeing people liking it, doing well
But again, it's a good word.
in a good way. Yeah, weird. I would say weird, but in a good way. Like it's weird, like it's like freaky because like when you start something and then you see it doing well, you're like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it
But I
shows that
felt,
people are enjoying it.
yeah, exactly. But I feel like it's great because then people with Twitch, like I said, kind of go back to what I was saying earlier. I said this a lot, but that's why I want to make my content different. So like, if you can't listen to my Twitch streams, you can listen to my podcast. If you don't want to, if you can't catch me on Twitch, I have a YouTube video every week that you can catch. You know?
Like you can pick and choose what, like if you want a vlog or a pod, like you
Yeah,
can,
exactly.
yeah, click
But
between
then
things.
altogether, it then links everyone back to the main platform, which is Twitch. Because if people like my YouTube videos, they're going to try catch my live. If we're talking about Twitch on the podcast, people are going to more be interacted with, the streams.
Yeah,
And then same with
definitely.
TikTok, same with even a little Instagram post. Like, can be anything. So it's like trying to be active on everything. And I feel like this summer, I'm going to try and be as productive as possible. And then when I go back to college, stay on that productivity because I don't want to push too hard that I'm like, because that's what I'm kind of worried about. Is like this summer I have like 10 weeks off and I don't want to like push it like really hard.
And then not be able to
And then,
keep it up once
yeah,
you're
because
back.
then everyone's
Yeah.
like, because that's why I was so worried when we missed like a week of the podcast. People thought I was like giving up. It's like, I love this podcast so much. Sometimes don't, I know some people might think this is bad, but I actually sometimes prefer it to even streaming because I get to do things on here that are literally a dream to me, like interview people. And my family listen to this podcast. So like my mom and my dad don't never listen to my Twitch streams the last like however long. And they really like the podcast. And my mom listens to it on the way to work. So hi mom. And having my nan on here, that was such a big thing. Like I've never had a family member introduced on the 2 years of being on Twitch and stuff. That was like really nice. And my nan loved it.
Your
My
nan
nan
is iconic.
everyone
She is
everyone loves my
incredible.
nan. The birthday message she was getting in the Discord the other day, it was so sweet. And she's coming back on YouTube and she's also gonna be on the podcast at some point. But yeah, she loved it and she very much is up for doing anything for the community now.
Good to bring her back.
We need more Nanolite. So yeah. Well, the thing is in the summer, because my parents go away, my nan moves in for like a couple weeks. So like Nanolite, she might appear in the next couple
Perfect
weeks.
opportunity.
So look out for Nanolite, guys. It's a little podcast exclusive, which I like doing because people that listen to the podcast, they deserve exclusives.
They do, absolutely.
Because I know some people like if podcasts are definitely audiences. Some people just like really don't like them. But then some people like say like me, I don't love podcasts, but I have like 3 I listen to. If that makes sense. So like I'm not someone that listens to like 100 podcasts. I don't only listen to podcasts. Like I just have the Users Hotline, which I listen to. I don't know if you know that one. Max Belegday and George Clark.
Yeah,
He's on
I don't listen
TikTok.
to it, but I know of them and they're
Yeah,
hilarious.
I love that one. Saving Grace. So
Yes,
Grace on
yeah.
TikTok. I love
I
that
see
one.
that on TikTok all the time.
And you know Lad Baby?
I do
Live
not.
Laugh. Lad Baby, the people that do the sausage roll songs at Christmas.
That's where my knowledge of podcasts ends,
Well,
unfortunately.
they just started the podcast like a couple months ago, and I love them. I've always loved their videos, so I listened to that one as well. But I don't listen to them like every single day, like every episode they come out. I just listen to them randomly. So
Yeah, well, I think also with podcasts, there's like so many. Like there's true crime ones. Like there's so
exactly.
many genres.
I
of
think everyone's out there
podcasts.
though. Like with podcasts, you only listen to like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
So I think
definitely.
like a lot of people from my Twitch only listen to my podcasts and stuff like that. So that's nice. So that's why I kind of try make it familiar, but I also like always bring out the podcast and stuff because I like even with the merch that just dropped, I made the Lightcast merch and J Light merch because I said this the other day, like I want to keep them interluded, but I don't want them to be like the exact same. Again, I don't want them
exactly. So there's
so
a bit
they're
of a
2
choice.
separate things.
Yeah.
So like I said, like my dad just bought a Lightcast t-shirt from the merch store and I bought a hoodie that says J Light because obviously I need that. But my dad wouldn't buy my streaming thing because he doesn't watch my streams, but Lightcast has a whole different audience, like trust. And that's why I try to make it unique and then like have guests and interview people because like we've had, I know you haven't listened to all the episodes, but we've had like Alan, we've had Sandwich. This is some of my people that have listened to all of these. My Nan, we've had Jennifer Jess, we've had Chloe, and then we've had like you as a co-host. So like no, but you don't get that on stream. You don't get my close friends like Chloe. So like the podcast seriously means so much to me because I've opened up a whole new bubble to you guys. So like no way did I think like I would introduce Chloe to my community, like my Nan and God knows in the future.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's all open new bubbles that you can't really do on Twitch because Twitch has its limits. Obviously, it's my main platform, but like it just doesn't work the way of like having interviews and stuff.
Yeah, well, it's nice because if people like your content, but they're not particularly into like watching gaming, they can watch the vlogs or listen to the podcast.
Yeah, I've never said that like I'm a gaming person. I'm not. I'm a content creator. So like when people watch my streams, they do not expect to have good gameplay because I just do it as a laugh. So like all my TikToks are like me failing on games because that's what makes my streams like my streams because I don't play them to like win. I don't sit there and like try and win.
Extreme rage over things.
Yeah, like I don't do it for the gaming. I do it because that's what brings my community together. And also because it'd be kind of boring if I did a just chatting stream all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I do this. Sometimes I do just chatting streams, but most of my streams are just chatting. Like, because there's just chatting basically on Twitch, if you don't know, is like basically you just talking to a camera and like you'll hang out. But like my Minecraft streams are literally just chatting. Like we just hang out on Minecraft. People can come join if they want, and I just talk. Same with Fortnite even. I know it's a bit more action packed. But yeah, like all games like that are basically just chatting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but I feel like lots of chatting will make you feel a lot closer to your viewers and more like a community.
Exactly. So like on Twitch, obviously there's a live chat that people can talk to you, but on the podcast, there's no live chat, is there? So I can basically speak more in depth to things. I can speak about certain subjects and stuff like that. So it's not more serious. Like it's still comedy. Like obviously we have a laugh on here. We're not going to be like 100 dead in this and that. Like it's not like that. Like honestly, like that's why when I said to people like when I'm trying to get guests on, and I said like I always say it's a comedy based podcast. It's all just about having a chat and having fun, because it's not like an interview. Like I'm never like with my guests. Next question. Like it's not
interrogation time.
Yeah, it's not an interrogation. I feel like people that come on, like anyone, even like say Jennifer Jess, she was even nervous of starting, and she's been on loads of podcasts because I was like, please don't be nervous. Like I just wanted to chat, and then when on that episode Henry was ill, so Henry couldn't be there, so it was just me and her, and I'm a massive fan of her, so I was kind of freaking out. But we have quite close contact, so she'll definitely be on again. But which is so strange to have close contact with someone I very much admire. But what was I gonna say? Oh, it's gone in my head. But like when we ended the episode, it was our longest episode. It was like an hour and 20 minutes, and we could have gone on for 3 hours. But she was like, "Oh, that was so much fun to any other episode like podcast I've been on because like we were just about having a laugh. We weren't trying to. We were still finding stuff out about her, but we weren't like diving so much into it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, more like a friendly conversation.
we weren't like interviewing her in a way. We were interviewing her, but not in the way of just like it was just a just chatting kind of thing. And I've had some like this is weird to say, but I've had quite a lot of confidence saying that people love that. So that's why I'm trying to keep it up because I don't want to do like I never want the podcast to be like really interviewee or like even if we like say if we here and had the most serious person in the world on here, like someone that was like millions of followers, I would still treat them the exact same as someone who had like 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Because otherwise, like, what's the point in changing your vibe for someone?
No point.
Exactly, the like us would stay consistent, and that's why I said, like, guys, when I'm now switching to 2 episodes a month, it's going to be so much better because we have so much more to talk about. We have better guests. You're not going to be like rammed with all this stuff, like new episode, like, and it also makes people want to listen more because if people listen to an episode every week, I feel like because of Twitch and YouTube, I'm not just a podcaster, so I don't want to feed you too much. So then it kind of builds up more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because then there's more like
And there's
sort
more
of, oh, there's a
content.
new episode coming, but not like every single week. There's more excitement time.
Yeah, like for example, like next week, I'm going to see SZA, and that's kind of it. The week after that, I probably have more stories put together, and I kind of write it down. Like I'll write about this in podcast, I'll listen to that podcast. But like if it was just a week, and it's not even a week really. Like say we're filming this on a Friday, Thursday. Sorry, it's coming out tomorrow. If we filmed an episode on Tuesday, what the hell would I talk about? I've been at work and I've been to SZA. That's all I could talk about.
Finsbury stories.
Yeah, exactly. Have you got any funny work stories? Because if you didn't know, me and Maria and Henry all work at the same place. So I was there first. I've been there about a year now, and then Henry and Maria joined. So all the same work stories, all at the same place.
So far, probably the funniest one is when I met you for the first time.
Oh
I've still not recovered, to be honest with you.
No, when I met Maria, I didn't actually know what she looked like. So Henry and I go to the same college at the moment, and
He was
when I
giving the most unhelpful description of me as
yes,
well.
Henry. Henry was like, "Oh, she has brown hair." I was like, "Quite a lot of people have brown hair." Like Henry, it's quite a big store, There's quite a lot of people that work here, and Anyway, and I only had like a 5-minute gap to catch you because when I was finishing my shift, you were kind of coming in.
Yeah.
So it was just not helpful, Henry. Anyway, saying fuck. Maria came into the freezer, and what did I do, Maria?
You just screamed at me. Like
I was like, Maria!
I didn't
But
even
the thing
know
is,
there was anyone
guys,
else in there.
yeah,
I
because
thought I was alone. It was terrifying.
I didn't even know that was Maria.
You just hoped.
Yeah, literally. It's kind of weird how I've known you for like 2 months and now we're like really close.
Yeah, no, but also I saw you at work for about 4 weeks and just
Oh my God.
was too scared to go and say hi. And now I have a valid reason to be scared. You scare me a lot.
I feel like it's not like I don't intimidate people.
No, you just make me like jump. It's like, oh, okay, that's Jack. Thanks for the polite hello.
Yeah, like how other way am I meant to introduce myself to you?
Great first impression.
It was great. Okay, shut up. I enjoyed it. And you'll always remember that, and we're talking about it right now, so.
Yeah, what else happens at work regularly? Pigeons in the warehouse.
Oh, there's always pigeons.
2 times now I've walked in and there's just a pigeon like walking around. It's
Before you
the
joined,
funniest thing.
there was a rat, and we called it something, but then no one was allowed to talk about the rat because if a customer found out,
so funny.
if a customer found out, then there would like be massive, problems, wouldn't there? So like, if you see the rat, don't tell anyone.
I will keep the rat. I see. Well, hopefully I won't ever see the rat because that is disgusting.
I mean, this was ages ago, so it's probably not there anymore. But there's probably in any warehouse, it's a warehouse at the end of the day in the back of a supermarket. There's going to be things in there, right?
Oh God!
Don't worry yourself. But it made me laugh the other day because someone on the back door of the warehouse started screaming. I was like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" So I kind of like fast paced walked over there, and they were just shooing a pigeon out the door.
What is it with pigeons coming in at the moment?
I know. They just love it. They love it. Leave it be. Leave it be.
They want some food, clearly.
Anyways, Maria, do you know one of our traditions on this podcast?
Um, Not exactly. Well, potentially, if you tell me.
The would you rather question.
That
Do you know?
sounds daunting.
Interesting. You have it in front of you, Maria, do you? Do you have it in front of you?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Do you want to read it as our co-host for today? You
I
need to
will.
start it. Okay, this is how you do it, Maria. You go, would you rather? And then you say it.
Okay.
You're really dramatic.
Would you rather have acted in the best movie or have created an iconic song?
Oh, I like that one. I think that one
That's
was
a good
sent
one.
in. I think that one was sent in by Jappy. Did you just say the answer, like your thing already?
No.
Oh, I thought you just said film already. I was like, God, you need to think about it, Maria.
Oh, no. No, it does require some thought, actually.
I had a little think about this, and I think it would be song.
Really? I think I'd say movie.
Why would you say movie? Give me your answer.
Because I feel like if you're in a really, really good movie, you're then going to get casted in lots of other movies. But if
True.
you created a song, it's more like completely down to you to keep. Well, it's the same with your acting, but like, I don't know. I just feel like I'd rather be an actor than a singer.
I
If
feel
that
like
makes sense.
that's a good thought, but I was thinking like I'll give two sides of it. So like in a movie, like if you're in like an iconic scene, like you know like an iconic scene in a film might be like I don't know, what's a really iconic scene in a film that people act out? Like I don't know, it's probably something from like I don't know Avengers and stuff like that. Like someone that quotes stuffing all the time, something like that. So like Grease and anything like that, you know?
Probably
Like
something Star Wars related,
yeah, like even like
which
I
I
would say
can't.
even like a Disney film like Frozen is an iconic film, like Let It Go, you know, something like that. Like
Yeah,
so if you're in that, then you're kind of like well known, right? So then you're like a household name. But then think about it. If you write the best song, do you know how much music brings people together? Like you'll be
that's
played
true.
in cars, at
Yeah,
stadiums, at on like everywhere, at
parties.
parties, at weddings. You could play it anywhere. You'd be like everyone know the like. Imagine being in a stadium for at someone else's show. So like say like at Wembley, they usually always play like Bohemian Rhapsody before it comes on, so like Queen, and like the whole stadium knows it. And like even though Freddie Mercury is dead, R.I.P. They're all singing Queen's song, right? So like if you have an iconic song and like everyone knows it, like generations. So like say like Proud Mary by Tina Turner or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Like
actually a really good point.
and you'll be known forever. Like and like really iconic song, like even like I don't know, like Hello by Adele, like everyone like, you know, that's
Everyone will know it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And stuff like Titanium by like Sia. Sia. Is it Sia? I think he said Scissor. So like you know stuff like that. Like so like imagine
Yeah.
like you'll be known like and everyone will be like, oh yeah. And then, like, but if you have iconic songs, then you have an iconic career as well, unless you're a one-off. But most people that have a really iconic, like when I say iconic song, I mean songs like I mentioned, like you would
Like
have a good
really,
career.
really iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone would know it. You'd be played everywhere, something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, that's very
I
true. And
think
also, if you continue to make loads more songs and become a really big artist, you then could potentially have like acting opportunities
yeah,
like
exactly.
Harry
Look at Harry
Styles.
Styles.
Yeah.
Like, God, he is literally living the dream. He's in Marvel. He's been in like an Oscar-nominated film, like Dunkirk. I think he even won an Oscar or something. And you know, he has an incredible music lineup. He's got huge shows that sell out Wembley, stuff like this. Like, look at Lady Gaga. I mean, God.
Yeah. So maybe
I would say,
create an iconic song then.
I
Maybe
know, I
that's the
would
best
say Lady
option.
Gaga is better than Harry Styles, and I'm sorry if I've upset anyone with that, but like Lady Gaga's era of
No, I agree.
like Bad Romance, Just Dance,
Yeah.
Poker Face, that changed like I don't think people realize like even I was too young to remember this, but like you hear things about it that changed the whole music industry. Like even Adele's 25 album. I know I'm mentioning Adele, but that whole changed the whole music industry because at the time no one was doing stuff like that, and then she kind of came back and she literally like Hello when we were young, stuff like that. Like everyone knows them songs, and but even Lady Gaga, like she was so funky. She was like pro LGBT, and she like really pushed it, and like that changed everything.
Yeah.
Like I
And
wouldn't
also
say
like
Harry Styles has done that, and
no.
Lady Gaga. is a phenomenal actress. Her in House of Gucci, she had me goosebumps. And she's playing Harley Quinn as well in the new Joker film. Like,
She,
she is an incredible actress and she's so talented. I'm not saying Harry Styles isn't talented, but Lady Gaga is something else.
yeah, I mean, like, for example, you could play Harry Styles songs, and I know, unfortunately, quite a lot of people would not recognize it, but like Poker Face,
Everyone knows that song.
everyone knows that song. Yeah.
Like songs like Born This Way, that literally changes people's lives. And as much as I love Harry Styles and don't think I'm not Harry Styles, you saw my vlog and stuff, like I'm a huge Harry Styles fan, I'd always stand by Harry Styles. Lady Gaga is something else.
Yes.
Like, she is like so unique. I couldn't name anyone else like Lady Gaga.
No.
I mean, have you seen the clip of her in Russia? And she said, and it's her at a concert. And she said, they told me not to sing in Russia, and then she just started screaming because like she was like really known for like standing up for like everyone, like gay people, like everyone, literally every community. And she literally put her hands in the air and she went, "Arrest me, Russia," and screamed at the top of her lungs, and the whole of Russia, like the stadium, cheered her name. Like, she literally changed. Like, she did that impact on Russia.
Incredible.
She was literally like, "Arrest me, Moscow. I don't give a fuck. Arrest me." Like, go watch that because it's so moving. Because she doesn't give a fuck. No one else like that. And I love all her music. And when she next comes to London, I am not going to miss the show.
No,
Same with Adele. I missed
definitely
Adele
go
as
to
well, but
that.
I was on holiday. Leave it. Stop. Don't even bring that up. Don't even bring that up. Don't even bring that up. Okay, don't even.
Is it a sore subject for you?
It's a very sore subject. We're not talking about that. But yeah, no. As much as I love Harry, and I think some of his songs like Watermelon Sugar, as it was, like obviously they're iconic, and Harry has a long time ahead of him. Gaga is in history. Harry,
Yes.
I say Harry is in history. I mean, music history is really difficult to write because, I mean, One Direction's in history, right? Probably. So yeah, Harry Styles is really iconic. I'm not saying Harry Styles isn't iconic, but like, would you say he's like made music history?
I
I
would
don't think he has.
say
He probably broke a
he's
record somewhere.
he's something, but I wouldn't say he's on the same sort of like
Yeah, like he's not a
wavelength
music
as Lady
legend. Like,
Gaga. Yeah.
let's think Beyonce, Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Would you say? I think like as much as I stand by Adele, I think she is a music icon. I don't know if legend.
Hmm.
I think maybe she could be because like everyone quite likes Adele, kind of. I don't know if she's a legend. I don't know if legend. As much as I say, like, I'm not going to be very biased to Adele. She's like, yeah, she's a legend. But I mean, like, is she like Whitney Houston?
There's like a certain league, I
Freddie Mercury?
suppose, that is just unbeatable.
Yeah. I mean, if you think like Adele, like Rolling in the Deep, stuff like that. I think Adele is very much. That's an argument. I think that's an
Yeah.
argument. I think she's definitely more iconic than Harry.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
would
think.
agree with that, definitely.
I mean, she has a Vegas residency, so like, I think like even like, I know you don't like Taylor Swift. We're not going to talk about that because you'll annoy people. But Taylor Swift, like, she's music history. Would you say Katy Perry is? Because like she's pretty, like she like Firework and stuff. I think Katy Perry and Adele are on the same line.
Yeah.
And I think Elton John is music history because he was like a gay man. So like they need to do stuff like that kind of.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
the
I'm not
movies.
gonna, as much as I love Adele and she's my favorite, I wouldn't say like music legend just yet.
Just yeah, she's almost there. A few more years.
Yeah, I feel like in 10, 20, it sees. Let's see if she keeps on top. Do you know what I mean? Like at the moment, she's still in like the media and stuff like that. So like, if she stays like that, then sure. But like, oh my god, there was this big argument on TikTok the other day, and I saw people arguing about it. Someone said that you're gonna like this, Maria. Someone said Taylor Swift was a bigger legend than Michael Jackson, and they were sent by
That's
it.
not
And
correct though, is it? That's
I,
just
I am
incorrect information.
big. I'm a kind of a Swiftie, and even everyone in the comments was like, I love Taylor, but MJ was something different. Like, did you know, like, when Michael Jackson used to walk in a room, they would all faint? People would actually, like, faint.
I did not know that, but it does not surprise me at all. I would probably faint too.
And apparently, one time, it's like, when he turned up to a basketball match, you know, like, celebrities turn up a basketball match, they sit at the front.
Yeah.
Apparently, the basketball match was cancelled because everyone was too busy focusing on Michael Jackson.
Oh my gosh.
And think about the moonwalks. I think about all his dances. As much as I love Taylor, she doesn't even dance, bless her. And I
Yeah,
think
no.
Taylor Swift's voice is incredible. Okay, it's good. Okay, but actually, no, I wouldn't say it's incredible. It's great. It's really good. But she doesn't hold high notes. Like, think about Adele. She gets on a stage with a black dress and she sings her songs, standing still or sitting on a piano, whatever. And you're blown away by her voice, aren't you? Because it's really good,
Her voice is
like
more than
incredible.
enough. Yeah.
But Taylor, like, I'm going to annoy people by saying this, but as much as I love Taylor's pieces, don't think I don't. I wouldn't say her voice is like, oh my god, like boom. She's a really good songwriter.
God, the Swifties are
And
going to cancel you. Be careful.
huh?
The Swifties are going to cancel you.
I don't know. I'm going to speak my opinion because I fight Swifties and I'm a huge Taylor fan. I'm a huge Taylor fan, but she isn't like
Michael
mind blowing. Her
Jackson
songs are
level.
really good. Like the writing is really like incredible. Don't get me wrong, but like even like SZA's voice is really impressive. Some of the like I know you're kind of new to SZA, Maria, but like some of the notes she does, it doesn't she sound like really unique and like do you know what I mean? Like she kind of has this like SZA's got a really big future ahead of her because like her songs have really good lyrics. She's a really good songwriter, and her voice is like quite unique, I would say.
Yeah, if they've got something that's
She
unique
can do like
about
a rap
them.
as well. Like
Yeah.
she's really good. But no, I wouldn't say like. Okay, I know I'm going to annoy Swifties, but I wouldn't say. I think if people actually thought, they would agree with me that Taylor, like, comparing people to like Beyonce and Adele, incredible voices, unmatchable, unique, and then Taylor, like, her voice is obviously good. It's really good, but she's not like hitting these massive notes and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
She
absolutely.
isn't. Bless her, she isn't. But her songs are really good, so you know. Anyway, Maria, this is another section of the podcast, which I can't really do the intro to because Henry's in here. It's called January Solutions. So you're not going to get the music this week, but I've called it Jay and Maria Solve Problems. It hasn't really got the same ringer to it.
No. Oh, well.
Jaria. Jaria Solutions.
Here we are.
That sounds like diarrhea, so maybe not say that. Okay.
Moving on.
First issue that someone has sent in. These ones are anonymous this week because they were said on stream and I remember the top of my head and I don't remember the names. So sorry. But first dilemma, I will read this one. How do I stop playing Fortnite? Send help.
Sounds
I
like they have an addiction, and
yeah, it's more of
that's
an addiction.
not surprising.
I was thinking about this, okay, and why don't you build Lego instead? Because you're building, yeah, and you're not on the screen, and you're like it's keeping your attention, and like you could even build Fortnite Lego because I think they do that, or like Minecraft Lego, something like that. They don't do Fortnite, but do you know what I mean?
Actually, a really good idea.
I know. How to stop playing Fortnite? Like put a time limit on.
Go buy yourself some Lego.
Walk outside. I don't
Touch
know.
some
Like
grass.
Henry said that last week, and I was like, oh my god, that's so rude. Like, can't say that, but do touch grass, guys. Come on. Remember, not everything's about Fortnite. Okay, let's be honest. And
There is more to life.
just maybe like turn off your plugs, or like I was gonna say like smash your Wi-Fi. just like snap it in half. Like
Yes.
try to restrict yourself in any way. Like even if it's just like literally, if you have that idea of like maybe I should stop playing, like literally just click the button to turn off your PC, and then you're like, oh shit, I can't be bothered to get it back up.
Yeah, just like physically remove yourself from
Yeah, like
the
throw your
area.
PC out the window, do something like that.
Yes.
Maria, have you got the solutions in front of you? Can you read the next one?
How do I be more motivated to go to college?
Oh, Maria, do you have any
That is
solutions?
right up my street
That
currently.
is right up your street.
It is.
I don't
Well, the
know.
thing is, if you're not enjoying what you're doing at college, there's going to be no motivation. That's just how it is. So the main thing with motivation is making sure that you're enjoying what you're doing, whether that's choosing the courses at the start or changing them halfway or even retaking, if that's what it means, because not being
What you're
motivated.
doing, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm restarting with completely new courses because my current ones just aren't doing it for me, and I'm not doing well in them because there's just no motivation, and there's not going to be any if you're not having fun.
Literally. That's what I said to Maria. Like, when Maria was asking me, like, oh, should I switch colleges? Like, you need to do what's best for you. And it's a really difficult decision, but just do it.
Just
So, like,
take
if you're
the
not
step.
enjoying it, you can get yourself out. And if it's generally like a different situation, like you're enjoying your subjects, but you just can't be motivated to get out of bed or like go to college, because I would admit at college, you have a better option of just not turning up.
Yeah, and I feel like that's sometimes problematic because if there's
Yeah.
no consequences, you're just going to keep doing it, and then it's going to
Well,
be
there
really
is
hard to get back
consequences.
into it. Yeah, long-term consequences, but as in like you're not going to get detention, for example.
Yeah, but like if you keep doing it, you will just get kicked out. It's that simple.
Yeah.
But even like I think at uni, like my sister's uni, if she didn't turn up, they just don't really care. It's her decision.
Yeah, because
like,
once you get out of secondary school, it's really your
it's
own
your
responsibility.
decision,
Yeah.
which is sometimes really good for you. And I understand like it's kind of difficult to not be motivated to even go anywhere, but like you just gotta try. And
Yeah,
like
and
it's like having a routine in the morning. Like I like to get out a bit earlier. I know it's sometimes difficult, like, oh my god, how'd you get up earlier? But like having a coffee, like sitting down for a bit and just like feeling ready to go in the morning. And then like when I'm out the door, I'm like, okay, I'm pumped and ready to go. And things about college is like if you're speaking just generally about college and if you're not speaking about school, your days shouldn't be longer. Do you know what I mean? Like if this is a situation that you like, just think like you have quite a bit more of your day and like just try and like if you have friends there, like try socialize and stuff like that. Like try look at college in another way of like, but if you're generally like say Marie says, if you're just like not liking it, whereas if it's just like a motivation thing, really try and like dive into the subject. Like if you haven't got like a hobby or something, like try and like dive into it. Like be a bit more like if you're enjoying the subject anyway. But like it could be two different things.
yeah, and I think a lot of people when they are choosing A levels, they're thinking of their future, like uni and stuff, which is great. But you need to find the balance between what you know you'll enjoy, because if you're choosing things that you feel like you need, but you know you're going to hate it, you're probably not going to do super well in it, or it's going to just ruin you. So you need to find a really good balance.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. I like totally agree with that because college is meant to be about what you want to do. You have like 3 or 4 subjects, whatever you choose. I recommend doing 3. But college is just meant to be what you want to do. And like I said, uni isn't this day and age. Depends what you want to do. But most places now, like industries, you don't even need to worry about uni. It's like work experience means the exact same thing, or like having like A levels, the exact same thing. So,
Exactly.
like, don't focus on this next step before you've even done the step before that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. Next inquiry. Well, it's not inquiry. It's a dilemma. Sorry. Tips for being a unique content creator. Oh, I can probably lead this one, but me, I have something to add to being a bit more unique content creator. It's really difficult to explain. Try vary your content. Look at other Twitch streams and see what people are doing and see if you can like either take inspiration or do something even differently. See what your viewers like and try and see if you're enjoying that. So like say I enjoy Fortnite at the minute and I know my viewers like Fortnite. I play a bit more Fortnite. And just be yourself, please. If you're inspired by someone, that's fine. Like if you say like, oh yeah, like I don't know, like Mr. Beast inspires me, you know, don't try be Mr. Beast. Be yourself, because no one's gonna want to watch you if you're being anyone like anyone else, especially people that have made it that far, like Mr. Beast. And also, please be interactive with your chat. Please, when you start as a content creator, and you're gonna have no views in your stream, okay? And okay, it's a fact. You're not gonna have anyone in your stream, okay? Unless it's your friend Jimmy, okay? So Jimmy knows you, okay? So you don't need to keep speaking to Jimmy all the time. But it's nice to speak to Jimmy. But when someone's not in your stream, keep talking, because someone will click on your Twitch stream and they will see you either staring at your phone, not speaking, or being AFK.
Yeah.
And they will just leave instantly. But if then someone joins your Twitch stream and you're playing the game, you're talking about it, you're having a laugh, someone's in a call with you, and they will get in it. They will vibe with it. They will join your Discord. They will follow on Instagram. They will chat in the stream, and they'll come back the next time. So it's difficult to do that, but I'm very, very grateful that like this year, I never turn on my stream, and I've actually just realized this. Like when I used to turn on my stream, I had to have no one for like half an hour, and then I'll get one person, two people, and then like goes down again. But now I turn on my stream, and at least 2 or 3 people join. Sometimes 10 people will join before it starts. Sometimes 5 people join before it starts. Sometimes one person before it starts, and then like 5 people come later. And that is where you want to be. You want to make people come back. So when you're going to someone else's stream, think about it. What makes you want to come back to the stream? Do you know what I mean? Like you can't.
You need to grab their attention.
Yeah, exactly. And you need to don't throw your phone across the room if you have to. I don't recommend doing that because sometimes like a text will go off. And I would just say to us, if people like, if I look down my phone, I'm literally like, sorry, my mum just messaged me, just typing a thing. And everyone's like, okay. No one even acknowledges it. But if you're like constantly going on your phone, you're not in the mood to stream. So just turn off your stream. You're not ready to stream. If you're distracted, you're not in the mind to stream because end of the day, you're trying to entertain people. That's what you're trying to do. So you need to have that unique perspective that you're doing that. You can't just be like anyone else, and you have to have your full attention on it. Streaming is not as easy as it looks. It's difficult. It's like when people like sometimes when I stream for like 2 hours, and I'm used to it now, but like you just need to. It's difficult to keep talking to people, and like you can't go silent. You can't. Do you know what I mean? And I started to take more be right backs, like 2-minute be right backs, where I just go get water and like have a walk. And then actually then I come back. I'm like, oh, I've run. But like when you do that, oh my god, I say this all the time. People do like a be right back screen. They don't put any music on. They just leave a be right back. And then everyone will just leave. They'll go do something else because they're distracted. So like I will do a poll so people can do like a voting thing. It's like, what's your favorite pet? Like today I went to be right back. What's your favorite pet? Dog, cat. I did like like the little avatars at the bottom of my stream?
Yep.
I did like a fight so that people could watch that. And then I had like music on. And then when I came back 2 minutes later, no one went. Because you can't just leave your stream like that. Unless my be right back screen is very pretty. So no, I wanted to leave that. And it's animated, so it's very fancy. Okay, but yeah, that would be my tips. I might do a whole YouTube video on like best ways to be do stuff like that because it's really difficult and it's all about motivation. And you would have times where you don't want to stream, and you'll have times where you'll like be editing and then you'll be streaming, and then like so yesterday I made a YouTube video. I streamed twice. I was organizing the podcast for today. And you'll have days like that, but then you'll have a day where you need to have a day off, okay? Have a freaking day off. I promise you, it makes you so much better. And that's why my new schedule, I love it. Because I do streams for longer, and I play games that I want to play, and what people want to see. And I like playing. And then I have a YouTube video, and it just makes it so much better. And then I have a day off as well. It's great. Like, I have a couple of days off. Brilliant. Because you can't, if you're streaming 24/7 and you think that's the best way to grow, it isn't. Because your streams will get repetitive, you'll start getting bored of it, and then by the time you've fallen off and you're never coming back. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same sort of thing I think with college. If you're not enjoying it, what is the point, you know?
Exactly. You have to enjoy it. It's not for everyone. Last thing, Maria. I think it was the last. There's one left.
Yeah. How to be better at being more productive.
We've kind of already said that, haven't we? Kind of. They kind of went into it, but it's kind of same motivation. Being productive, I would say, again, have a schedule or like have a routine. Because if you're like all over the place, you're not going to be productive, are you? And definitely I noticed like if my room's more clean, so this is really random, but if my room or something, like my space is more clean, I feel more productive. Do you feel like that sometimes?
Definitely. If I have lots of work to be done, my desk is usually quite a mess. So it's like, oh, well, I don't want to sit there and work. If you clear it, it's like, okay, this is a nice workspace. So you're happy to then work in it. And also, I think, for example, if it's productive with schoolwork, a lot of people will have like their phone with them and they're like, oh, it's on Do Not Disturb. You're still going to check it. You need to like physically remove things that you know are going to distract you. You have to just force yourself.
Definitely. That's the thing as well. It's like if you let stuff like that spiral, like my room's messy, I don't have my equipment with me, haven't got the stuff from college. You know, like if you let all that spiral, it just gets worse and worse and worse, and you're going to find it more difficult to pick it back up.
Yeah, if you just keep finding excuses, you're just
Yeah,
never
like
going to get around to
I know
getting it
it's
done.
yeah, I know it's difficult, and you're like, oh my God, it's not as easy as that. But like trust, if you just like say if you get a piece of homework and it's worrying you, try do it before like the day before. Like try not to do it before the day, okay? Because then it's going to stress you out even more. And I will
Yeah, and
admit,
also just break it down. Like, you don't have to do it all in one go, even if it's
exactly,
a really small task. Like, as long as you get it done to the best of your ability, even if it's not finished, if you've done your best,
literally.
that's all that matters.
I think that's a really important experience in life, and I'll go back to content creation because obviously we're talking about that. Like with my editing, like my YouTube videos, I do not do it in one go. I do little bits. I get my clips. I have all my audio stuff ready, organized, so then I can put stuff in like the sound effects. I know what the text I want to use, and then I have it ready to go. And then I like to edit on my phone, and I like to edit on my computer at the same time. So like this morning, for example, I had about an hour just to sit down and relax and get myself ready. And it's like, okay, put TV on in the background, or eat, and I will just do some editing. And then I did it, and then I basically finished off my editing for that day. So then I knew that I'd have to do that, like, because if you leave it all and you're like, shit, I said there's gonna be a video out on Saturday, it makes it stressful and not enjoyable. I love doing editing. This is what I like to do. I enjoy taking like having that freedom of my own work. I could do anything I want with it. So like when I had the like so for example my newest YouTube video that's coming on Saturday or even with the vlog, I edited a little bit like from 30 45 minutes when I got it, and then I did like probably 20 minutes after like the next day, and I finished it off the day. So like and then like making the thumbnail, I had that ready to go, and then you just have it ready, you know, stuff like that. Like you have to be organized, otherwise it just doesn't work. And if you do it all in one sitting, it's gonna make it worse quality. It's gonna make it rushed, and you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna be proud of it. So
And it's
yeah,
going to make it feel like a really massive task that you're going next time you're going to like put it off because you were like, oh, it was
exactly.
just so much effort last time.
And like it's difficult because the more you do something, the better you are at doing it. So like, say like with YouTube, like I like to have my YouTube videos more edited, but like with the podcast, I could just film it the day before. Like, yeah, I add the sound effects and I make it the audio a bit better, but it doesn't really take me long to do that. It takes me 10, 20 minutes probably because I know what I'm doing. And like that's what I'm saying. The more you do something, the better you're going to be at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we have one last thing to talk about today, and that is Maria. That's something about Maria, and I thought this would be fun because we did it earlier, and it's
Oh
going to wrap up the
gosh.
podcast. Maria, you have issues with food, don't you?
Slightly.
You're quite fussy, yeah?
Just
Would
a
you say
little
you're
bit.
fussy?
I wouldn't say fussier than the average fussy person.
Okay, okay. So in front of me right now, I have the picky eater test. Give yourself 1 point for every item below you would not eat. So basically, I'm going to list items of food. There's quite a few in front of me. I'll get through as much as I can. And Maria's going to find out. We're going to find out how much a picky eater Maria is. Are you ready,
Can't
Maria?
wait. Yeah,
Okay. Vinegar.
absolutely not.
Oh my God. Tea.
Yeah, I like tea.
Soy sauce.
No.
Sourdough bread.
Okay, which bread is sourdough? What?
It's like a type of bread. I
Which?
can't really describe it. It's nice. It's like basically
Well,
bread. Bread.
yeah. Okay.
Snails.
No,
Broccoli.
it's not my favorite, but like if you put it on my plate, I'll eat it.
Lettuce.
Mm, not a huge lettuce fan.
What about like raw fish?
No, absolutely not.
What is your issue with fish?
A lot of people don't like fish. I don't know, just the idea of like
Oh my
fit,
God.
like it was a fish.
Yeah,
Also,
but a
no,
cow
but
is a cow.
because I have my pet fish, so it's like,
Oh my God. I have a fish
why
tank.
why would
Fish
I
is so
eat
nice.
my fish?
Well, let me know if everyone else shares the same view of fish as Maria. Garlic?
Fish are friends, not food.
What about garlic?
Well, I don't like garlic bread, and I don't really know what other form you eat
Well,
garlic in.
garlic's like something you
So
put in like to a pasta, so you probably know it.
if you can't taste it, then like fine. But
Peanut butter,
no,
Nutella,
no,
mustard,
no.
mayonnaise,
Yeah, I accept mayonnaise.
ketchup,
No,
grapes.
I love green grapes though.
Okay,
Have to be
asparagus,
green. No.
strawberries.
Oh my god, I love strawberries. I could live off of strawberries.
Maria just came to my house today and ate all my strawberries pretty much.
I left you too.
And then we went to Starbucks and she ordered a strawberry drink and then she ate the strawberries out of the drink, even though they were soggy.
They tasted like strawberries, okay?
Okay, Maria. Yogurt,
No,
olives,
no.
pineapple.
On pizza, yes.
Oh my god.
But not raw pineapple.
Oh my god, you're gonna anger so many people.
No,
Chicken,
because yeah, chicken.
cucumbers.
Yes.
And the last one, apples.
Yeah, I'll have an apple, but it's got to be like
Oh my God.
crunchy and not like the mushy ones.
Okay. We could have gone on forever, but like we've actually been doing this for an hour. Like what?
Wow.
I know. Thank you guys for listening, and I'm glad to be back. It's been really good. And Maria, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a blast. Did
It
you
was
enjoy
so much
yourself?
fun. I did, yes.
I'm sure we'll see you again. I feel like we definitely will as a special guest rather than a co-host. But sad to not have Henry, but and thank you for filling in. And I hope everyone enjoyed. And let us know what you thought. Make sure you're answering the Would You Rather question in the Discord. Again, it was have acted in the best movie or have created an iconic song. Please send in your dilemmas. Please. It's so fun to answer them and I love it. So guys, send them in before the next episode. And just let us know if you're good. And I hope you have a good rest of your day wherever you're listening. If you're on your bike, please don't fall off. If you're asleep, wake the fuck up. And if you're on the train, have a
Don't miss your
good
stop.
day. Don't miss your stop. I know we're so entertaining, but get off that train unless it's moving. Then I don't recommend getting off. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. And if you've got this far, I love you. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.